Oh, hello there. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, the lifestyle I love. And today my carbs are 24.9 total. And I am having a great big A salad. I am having raw cucumber. I am having cooked green cabbage. Yeah, I guess that's about it. And I'm having eggs for lunch. And I'm having pork ribs for dinner. So, along with the big A salad. So anyway, it's going to be a fun day of food. And I just put it all in my tracker. And I'm sitting here, and I have a medical need, so I'm not going to be walking today. And I also wanted to give blood today, so I've got this dilemma. Maybe I can fit it all in. Who knows? So things are good here. And no, I'm lying. Yesterday was the closest I come to an emotional meltdown of sorts. The snafu of waiting for the darn document to be issued by the court. It has been issued. It has been mailed. My lawyer has a P.O. box. My lawyer is out with a knee replacement. His wife is doing double time, her practice and his, and hasn't been to the P.O. box. So because of the steps that all take place after that in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I have to wait and wait and wait, and I'm going to lose another week because tenants have more rights than landlords in Massachusetts. I know, you're probably surprised about that. Well, so I had a bit of a meltdown. But here's the interesting, very interesting thing. Greg did their air conditioning and their heat. And so he is their go-to when they have an issue. And they have no hot water. And so, isn't life interesting with karma? Of course he will go rushing down and tend to them because he's not evil thinking like that. But I sure thought, that's karma, going without hot water and me going without my document because nobody goes to the post office box. Anyway, as you can see, I'm in great need of something that is much more positive. And I'm usually a very, very positive person, but we're not allowed to touch any of the tenants' belongings. And let me tell you, they are dumpster type belongings that he left. And until the sheriff removes them at my expense and takes them to a storage facility at my expense. So I'm kind of beyond, it's much more fun deciding on countertops and wall coverings and do we get the wood shutters for the windows. It's much more fun doing that sort of stuff than paying lawyers and sheriffs and movers and storage fees. Let me tell you. But guess what? I'm not going to eat at it. That's the moral of the story, is that as frustrated as I am not going to turn to the drugs of yesteryear to indulge in to take away my emotional pain. Eating at something never, ever solved it. You were left with 2 or 3 more issues. The weight gain, the fact that you ate it, the self-loathing, the guilt, the remorse, and knocking yourself out of ketosis, if that's what you've been in, and knocking yourself out, having to have the sugar withdrawal, all the different things that will happen. So I just gave you my scenario, not to whine, no need for tea and sympathy from you. I know that most of you would feel bad that I'm going through this, but the moral of the story is, even though I'm going through all of this, I need to stay true to my keto plan, which was why it was so important that I got up and I put into the chronometer all of my foods for the day. And my calories, my carbs are 24.9, as I told you. My food is 1,230. My fats are 86, and my protein is 80. And my potassium is at 43%, so I'm lacking in that, but I always figure that they just don't put all of that in all of the, minerals and things that they put on the back of the label. So I will certainly get through this. I will have a new complaint as soon as I can get into my own cottage and do things like paint and clean out trash stuff and, maybe do the new flooring and all that kind of stuff. So, but remaining true to my keto is the deal. And, as a power of example to my own self and being accountable and responsible, I had my brief wham. Thank goodness Greg is much more patient and calm than me. And all the way through and through a nice person, whereas I'm kind of, not always that way when it comes to somebody that's holding me back and can't make it to the post office. That seems rather cruel. And really, there's not one person in that law firm that can just go to the post office box? Not one? I've even volunteered to drive the 50-mile round trip just to get it to the sheriff. All right. Enough of my whining. So when things throw me off my beam like this, obviously I've given myself a little UTI from the stress of this, and I do believe that we can cause some physical ailments with stress. So I will tend to that and tend to the rest of my business. First, I will get a shower. I will do my hair. I will dress presentable. And that always works too. Acting as if until as is. And that's how we do some things sometimes. And that's something I learned in the program, is that fake it till you make it type of thing. And so maybe my little world right now has had a little dust up, but I can certainly get through this. And in the scheme of things, what is 2 weeks waiting for the document? Oh yeah, I need Pollyanna to make a visit here. So I'll live, and I will have a new set of complaints that I won't share with you once I can get into that darn little cottage. So life on life's terms is sometimes the deal. And so I put my food in. So that means I need to keep my keto toolkit even closer at hand. And that's the important thing. So I will do that, and I will put one foot in front of the other. And I'm glad I have some semblance of insurance so I can get this matter taken care of. I'm glad there's some money in my checking account that I can get my prescription and start getting it taken care of. I am glad my keto food is in, and not only is it in, but it's in the fridge too, because we cooked the ribs on the big green egg. So they're already done. They just need to be reheated. I will make my salad. It will be fun. The cabbage is already sauteed. I made 1.5 pounds of bacon yesterday. That's sitting in the fridge, all ready to go. I have plenty of extra large organic free-range eggs in the fridge as well. So actually, life is quite abundant. See, it took 8 minutes and 22 seconds to get to me thinking that life is abundant, and I'm a very blessed person, and I am. So I even said my prayers for all of the other people, and none of the I wants, I needs, you need to do for me sort of request. I will take life on life's terms, and I will be fine. So I hope that you guys are seeing nothing but humor. I don't want any sympathy for what I'm going through. I just want you to see a little bit of humor when Sarah has her perfect little structured, disciplined, keto-fied world upset. Oh my, when I think of the stress that I used to have working, like the 2 or 3 jobs, and of course my reward then always came out of the freezer at the end of the day, and little bowl, little spoon, not so little Sarah. So that's how I'm feeling today. Things are really good, and when I do begin to count my blessings, I have no footing whatsoever to even attempt being whiny. And so I will carry on with my day. I just had part of my bulletproof coffee latte, the one in the NutriBullet that's like this. I've had half of that. I will go get my shower, and I will have the other half, and I will dress up as if I'm important today and I have someplace special to go, and that's how I will roll. And that's how we do it when life throws us some curveballs. So, have a wonderful day, my pickles. Life is abundant. So, even in the midst of chaos, I need to pull my keto tools out first. Self-care is the important thing. Thanks so much for watching. I need you guys. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.